Hey guys, so we need to have a talk today because I have been going through it today with my family. I told them about my Instagram today. We had 20,000 followers and I was so super excited and jazzed about it. And frankly, my family kind of ruined it. They see my site as something more than a sexual thing, and don't see the meaning behind my page. They don't see the God self or the spirituality that's behind it. And I can't be mad, they're still really religious. They don't see spirituality and things beyond what they're told are spiritual things. But it's been a really rough day for me. It's been really tough, and this has been an eclipse. We went all the way out to Helen, Georgia to go see it today. And I've definitely felt like it has brought a lot of my skeletons to light and to my path to be addressed and be confronted. And the biggest one is that, I used to have a lot of the things that my family says and they're upset about are the very thoughts I used to have in my own head about myself. I used to feel like I was too sexual, too hypersexual, especially after my sexual abuse as a child. It brings things out in you and it changes your worldview when you've been exposed to sex at a young age. And there's something I can do to change that. That's part of who I am at this point. There's nothing at all I can do to change it. But I can accept and embrace who I am now, and that person is a sexual being. And I feel like I have an understanding of sexuality more than other people do because I see it as more than just, a way of having sex or a way of getting off. Like it's a form of spiritual worship, is something so much greater. Sexuality is a gift, it's a tool, and it's something that we should revere when we have our bodies. And it's really sad to me today looking at how the female body is so over sexualized. Like first, we're forced into these situations from young ages to feel these kind of ways. On top of that, if we're not over sexualized, then we're over Madonna-ized. We're told we're a good girl or we're a slut. Those are your only two choices. You either be a super virgin prude or you're a slut. And if you are a virgin prude, then that's bad too. If you are a virgin prude and you end up marrying some guy and then, he cheats on you because you were naive, you were in love, then that's bad too. Like everything ends up being and falling on women and their sexuality and who they choose to sleep with. And it's a fucked up situation. It's fucked up that in our society, people have an issue with how women dress or how they present themselves, even if that's just who they are as a person. Like me personally, I don't like wearing clothes. If I'm not into fashion, I don't give a fuck about any of that. I'm all about being comfortable. If I'm not comfortable, I'm not for it. And my most comfortable way of being is being naked. And that shouldn't be sexualized. That's just me enjoying and embracing the human form as it is. And it's really frustrating right now today. It's really frustrating to see all these people who have such a big issue with it. They turn it into something else. If what I'm saying is affecting you, if it's making you angry, then yeah, I'm talking to you directly. Like, you got to look at why it bothers you so much. Like, maybe it was because as a child, you were shamed for being naked. Maybe you like to take off your diaper and run around. Maybe you were spanked because of that. Maybe you were shamed for your sexuality or what was perceived as sexuality when all it is at the end of the day is just being a human being. And that shit's got to stop. Like, we need to love our bodies, naked or not, whatever size it is or not, however many sexual partners you've had or not. Love who you are, love your body, love your time here in this body. Stop hating it. Stop being upset with it. Stop wishing you had a different body. Stop wishing you could change your body. You got what you got and love it, and don't be ashamed of it. Don't be ashamed of your past. It's really frustrating today. So I'm having a moment with it, and it's tough. It is really, really tough when the people you care about the most slut shame you, for being yourself. They don't take the time to see that you're anything more than what they view you as. And it's really eye-opening. And it hurts a lot when you realize that they don't see you as anything more than how the rest of society will see you. The people that haven't taken the time to get to know you, your family will only see you as those people do. And it's frustrating. You feel like they should know you better. They should see you better. They should see what your message is and what you're trying to get past. And they don't. So that's me today, and that's what I'm going through today. So I just wanted to share because this eclipse has got me in my emotions, and it's definitely bringing up shadow selves of myself and my former self. Like, it's crazy. The exact same things they're sitting there saying to me, the hurtful things they're saying to me, are the exact same hurtful voices I used to say to myself. And, it angers me because I beat that voice in my own head. I've learned to beat back that voice and to show myself love despite it. And I'm just waiting for a new age, for when we can sit here and get past this, when we can sit here and see women as people and realize that as people, we are sexual human beings. We're sexual creatures, and we have sexual desires. And we're allowed to dress however the fuck we want to. If it's hot, I shouldn't have to wear a lot of clothes if I don't feel like it. And if that's just who I am, if I don't feel like wearing a lot of clothes, I don't feel comfortable in a lot of clothes, I shouldn't have to wear them. And not be over-sexualized, not be spoken to disrespectfully for choosing my own path. Like, it's crazy that that's where we are as society. That men can't sit there and hold themselves accountable for their own actions just because a woman wants to have her own actions, So I'm frustrated today, and I'm really irritated. And I'm sad. I'm really sad about this. Like, pretty much this whole thing has caused such a wedge in my family because, like, they can't see that my stuff is about my page, and everything that I talk about is about positivity. It's about body positivity, loving yourself, getting to know your true self, not jumping into relationships, willy-nilly just because you're sexually attracted to someone. And not to be so blindsided by just the physical. People are so much more than that. And unfortunately, my family doesn't see me as anything more than the physical, but that's okay. So I'll talk to you guys later. I just wanted to share what I'm going through today and, like, the frustrations that I've had. Like, I've been crying about this shit all day, for at least the past few hours, and it has not been an easy day with it. So hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. I know this too shall pass. It's just an emotion. Emotions pass. They just show you things about yourself, and it shows that I am not fully healed from my own personal journey and traumas, because their words wouldn't affect me as bad if I was more healed. So I got a lot of healing more to do, and apparently it won't involve my family being around with it, which is unfortunate. So I'll talk to you guys later. Those of you who also have families who don't love you and accept you, who feel like, they can't appreciate you for who you are, who try to change you, tell you you need to be a different person so that they can feel better around you, fuck them. Be yourself. Own yourself. At the end of the day, no one else owns your happiness in your life except for you. And if that means, yes, it may hurt. It may not be easy to sit there and say fuck you to your family. But if you got to do that so you can sit there and be happy with yourself, you're going to be so much more grateful. Like, at the end of the day, trying to make them happy will never make you happy. You got to make yourself happy. And that's by being yourself and owning being yourself and acknowledging what it is about yourself that makes you happy. I love the fact that I'm always half naked. I love that about me. I'm so comfortable in my own body. I love that. And I wouldn't change that for the world. Not for blood, not for water, not for anything. So find what it is about you that you love and would never change about yourself. Whether it's you being gay, it's your sexuality, it's your hairstyle, it's your tattoos, it's whatever it is. Own it about yourself. And don't let anyone sit there and try to take that from you. So until then, you guys, we're vibing higher. We're ascending. I'm glad I left this off my chest. And I'll talk to you later.